Hello, my name is Jož Hans, I come from Arnes. A short presentation about our NOC. Is this working?
You should use the mouse or the
Oh, it's okay.
space. Yeah.
We have our optical backbone list, dark fiber, across the Slovenia, 53 POPs in 30 towns. We use the layer 3 equipment for IPv4 and IPv6, and mainly, not mainly, but Cisco and Juniper. And we use ADVA for active DWDM, DM transport, and some passive CWDM equipment. Our network across Slovenia looks like Slovenia is quite small, but the network is quite spread around quite well. The access part of our infrastructure is sort of provided by the customers themselves, because they have to provide the line to our POPs. We then, together with the Ministry of Schools, provide the equipment for the organizations, and then we also take charge of the equipment. So we are in charge of the line also. We also contact the network providers instead of organizations and so on. So troubleshooting is done by our NOC and engineers. They're all using Cisco routers, and the equipment and line is controlled by Arnes. As I said, technology is dark or lit fiber to points of presence where it's possible. There is also VPN over FTTH, XDSL, and CATV. We have also one leased line left in our network, trying to get rid of the last one. All these VPNs are done via service providers networks to our POP in Ljubljana. The network services, as I stress network services because there's no DNS and so on, this is from other departments. We provide IPv4 and IPv6 connectivity. We provide quality of service, and we are preparing for IP-SLA, although we have no contract to SLA, not with our providers, and we don't offer SLA to our customers. We also provide IP filtering for protecting the backbone and on the access also by request from our customers. If they want the filters on the routers, we provide the filters or not. The point-to-point circuits offered are on layer 2 and layer 1. On layer 2 is MPLS pseudo-wire and Ethernet private line, and we are also prepared for DWDM and CWDM lambdas. The management and monitoring tools are, well, I've heard all the names today, also from almost all the names. Cacti for graphing, SmokePing for active monitoring, Isinga and Syslog for passive monitoring. We use Rancid as a configuration repository. NDT and Diaper are used for on-demand active monitoring, and we are also providing our customers with links to the website so they can check for themselves and then send the data to our NOC. We use some in-house scripts for routing control for BGP and OSPF. We detect multiple equal paths because we don't want the traffic to go shared on the two or more ways. And we also use our scripts for default route monitoring. We are testing Observium, and we'll see how it fits in our network. The NOC structure is basically a 3-level structure. The first level of support is help desk. They're offering quite a wide array of support, and also the first level support for access NOC. For access, so for customers, if the first line of support is the router plugged in, are the lights on, do we have electricity and so on. The second level is network consultants, and the third level are backbone experts, and they're mainly for backbone. This is all non-dedicated personnel. Matjaž used the nice way of saying it. NOC hats are on when needed. So if the call comes in, okay, I'm NOC now and I do the NOC work. Well, the backbone NOC is one engineer on weekly rotation. I think 5 of them are now in rotation. They offer support for backbone of Arnes and for big customers. I'm going to say University of Maribor is one of the big ones, and University of Ljubljana, they are not here today, and so on. The Joseph Stefan Institute and the government. Their expertise is in inter-domain IP routing and switching, MPLS, optical transmission systems for ADVA, quality of service, and also they know how to deal with performance issues. First level support, they're on call 24/7, although the number is not given out to many people. So it's the backbone support and just a few customers have the access, and our NOCs, of course, can escalate. The first level support help desk for customers is from 8 to 8, 12 hours. There is 5 operators there, but some of them are not using the set. They put different hats on. Second level NOC is for serious tasks that help desk cannot deal with. They are network experts in their own place. They can very good deal with problems also in customers' networks. They all know the problems, and they can also say, maybe you have the problem inside your network and so on. Not just on the router, and not just internet is not working. The third level of support, I also said that this is the backbone. The second level NOC also sometimes cooperates with the third level support on solving some of the problems. Their expertise is inter-domain IP routing, switching, IPsec, VPN, ADSS, and so on, and some of it's on wireless also. Joint activities are PERT, this is Performance Enhancement Response Team, which is growing in importance in Dante, I think, and both NOCs are involved in operational procedures, administration procedures, maintenance, and also provisioning of the lines, setting up new POPs and so on. NOC tools, one of them is my whiteboard. All the monitoring tools, of course, VI, internal joke, but of course it's used for configuration. It's used less and less, by the way. The big question is tool integration. Goal is creating the common network information base and the API for management and monitoring applications. We are slowly getting there, but not yet. Front end, we have around 1,300 customers connected, I already said. The most of them are secondary in primary schools and preschool education. They don't have the engineers on site and so on. So most of the NOC activities are probably used on them. Also, our most important customers are universities and research institutes. It's estimated that around 100,000 people use our network. We have no SLA agreements with our customers, but we are monitoring some IP SLA parameters. It's one way of telling if we can provide the service we want, and the other one to maybe get started on some SLAs. We are very much interested in what is the role of other NOCs between access providers and organizations in terms of SLA. You have to know that we are positioned between them. They provide the access line, we provide the internet, and the schools are now using them. So they call our NOC and they say maybe the line is bad, how to transfer this responsibility and SLAs agreements from lowest level to the customer. Communication in the NOC itself and our customers is by email or phone. We have a few outside mailing lists, external mailing lists, and the customers can call in. We are keeping the track of tickets through for backbone mainly with the trouble ticket tool and the OTRS, which is an open source tool for ticket response system. The questions that arise here are how to provide for a skilled contact person on customer side. I've heard one solution that you have just one contact person who can call, or they have to be called. So this is one of the ways. But we see with our primary schools and so on that some local engineer usually steps in because there's a panic in the school, and the first one who gets near the school is the helper at the moment. So that could be a problem. How to do it? The education of personnel, maybe some workshops. How do you do it is the question. Internal communication inside it's OTRS, email, chat, phone, shouting to the media colleague is one of the jokes, or going to the other offices to check on your problem maybe, or spread the load if it's too much. Outside is email and phone, and this is we are mainly talking to Arnes Noc or to other NOCs in Slovenia, and also emailing the OTRS between NOC levels. We are, documentation we keep is organizational data. This is the basic data for contacting organization, like who is in charge of the manager of the school and so on, what equipment they have, and also the network information up to what ports on the equipment are active and how they are set up. We keep configuration files via Rancid, and we keep access provided contact information. So this is all with some with our scripts on our Unix system, some with Rancid. The tools are the proprietary information system we set up for Arnes and Wiki. The best practice, we have mostly some checklists. Some of the work was lately done when we were setting up the now first level of support, which is now live for what, like 1 year? Yeah. So there is some work done on this, and there are some procedures for on-duty engineers in Backbone. The problem is these documents are not structured yet. They are kept on different directories and so on. This is the work we have to do. The short answer would be that it's not enough done yet, and it's difficult to keep up to date. Some of the procedures written are maybe not up to date, and how to keep that in line would be a question. And some questions for the end, how to integrate NOC into an NRAM. As I said, we have a NOC. When needed, they put the NOC hat on and go. So we have no dedicated persons. And do we have designated operators for NOC or not? This is one of the questions that maybe we should discuss. This is it from me.
One question, maybe you said it and I missed it, but you said that you used the acronym OTRS.
Yes. It's open, I have it, I should know. Does anybody know what we have? Response system.
We were looking about 5 years back for the ticketing system, and we tried FT last time, but we didn't find out that this material system was designed for centers, for call centers, not NOC centers, but for call centers. It's designed for the phone calls and for email. So you can have a phone call, opening tickets, writing tickets, or you can have email. And at that time, I mean 5 years or something ago, we didn't find it relatively nasty. So we started the DRT for the internal procedures, but OTRS for outside communication to the customers, to the outside world.
Okay, thank you very much.
Yep.